Okay, so I'm going to do an example where we're going to find a value of k that makes a matrix equation true. So this is kind of an odd question. I thought it was interesting. So what I have here are, so I have this row matrix, this matrix, and then this column matrix, and when I multiply them together, they're supposed to equal 0. And you'll notice that I have a k here and here. Okay, so one thing to remember about matrices is that matrices are associative. So what that means is I could multiply either these two together first, or I could multiply these two together first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by just multiplying these two together. So we are just going to focus on this part here. Okay, so let's do that. So I've got 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. And k times 0 is 0. Okay, so I've got 3 times 1, 3 times 2, k times 0. So there's my first entry, right? And then we'll move on to this row now times this column. So that will turn into 6 plus 0 plus 3k. And then I'm going to take this row now times the last column. And so that will be 0 plus 9 plus k. So here's the first thing that I need to do. And notice I've done nothing with this column matrix, which is totally fine. So if I multiply these together, so let's see, I'm going to have 9, 6 plus 3k, and then 9 plus k. Okay, so now I just have this row matrix, and I'm going to multiply it now times this column matrix. And I'm just going to see what happens, okay? So actually, let me make some space for myself. Okay, so now let's go through this. So I've got 9 times 3. And so remember, this whole thing actually is supposed to equal 0. So I should put that down there too. Okay, so now 9 times 3 is 18. 6 plus 3k times 3 is going to be, oh wait, sorry, 9 times 3 is 27, my bad. Okay, 6 times 3 is 18, and then 3k times 3 will be 9k, and then 9 plus k times k will be 9k plus k squared. Okay, so I'm going to add now all of these pieces together, and so this is kind of a cool thing that's happened. It didn't look like this was supposed to turn into an equation, but now that I've actually gone through the work of multiplying everything together, I can see that yes, this is an equation. And it's a quadratic equation, so actually I can just factor it. So this will factor as k plus 15 times k plus 3. So where will those equal 0? When k equals -3 or when k equals -15. So there you have it. So just a really quick little example, but kind of an interesting one. And I guess the thing that I wanted to point out is, so like when you get something that works like this, where you have a set of operations that you need to do, even if you're not sure like how to find k, just do what's in front of you to start, right? So I might as well just multiply it all together and see if something comes to me. And so after I multiplied it all together, there you go. It came together, and yes, now it was obvious what we needed to do. So sometimes you have to kind of feel your way around in the dark a little bit with these problems. Okay, if you found that helpful, I'd love it if you hit the like button or subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye!